Hey, welcome back to another movie review. And last time I did say I want a fall season type of movie and more spookier stuff, but I wanted to put this movie out there, so why not? I want to eat your pancreas. So like I stated, I did want a fall season type of movie, and this one really isn't it, but it did come out on September 1st in Japan, February for America, but that's besides the point. But before I begin, I do want to say spoiler warning. Why, you may ask? Because this movie is sad, at least it is in my opinion. And if you can't get sad afterwards, after getting spoiled, then please watch the movie first. I really recommend it. Watch the movie and then come back to this. It's working kind of backwards of what the whole thing is, but you know, it's besides the point. So if you can't seem to find a movie sad after getting spoiled, watch it first, then come back. Thank you. Anyways, why did I choose this movie? Because I wanted you depressed, miserable, devastated, searching up how to tie a knot. Don't take this seriously, it's all a joke. But with this information, let's hop right in.
The day my classmate Sakura Yamauchi's funeral was held, the rain caused the sky to look gloomy.
We open up with a funeral, and the main character tells us that he assumes there were sad people in that funeral. Why does he assume? Because he never went. As you can tell, he's probably sad about this death, but he never went. A few seconds into the movie, we already see the title. Why did he send that? Who knows? We transition to a girl running into a library. Inside, we see this girl. Wait a minute, she looks familiar. And our main character. They restock books, and as they talk, she suggests an idea. On television, she saw if someone was sick, they ate that part. If someone had a stomach sickness, they would eat stomach. Why would she bring this up? Well,
I want to eat your pancreas.
after that, the credits roll, we see a bit of their lives, and we skip over where the main character tells us it's April. And on this day, he skips school to go to the doctor's to get some stitches removed. As he's in the waiting room, he sees a book that a little kid hit and it fell. He walks over to it, picking it up. And the cover is pretty self-explanatory. Living with dying. Seeing the cover, he opens it and reads a bit of it. This book explains that the author is dying from a pancreatic disease and has a short time to live. As he's reading, a girl comes up. Wait a minute. Yo, that's a library girl. And the one that's dead. God damn it. She explains she lost the book and ran back as quickly as she could, only to find him reading the book. The main character gets called away, and as he packs up, she tells him it's a diary, that when she found out she had the pancreatic disease, she started to write it down. Everything she did, how she felt, and our guy does not care. She explains she only has a short time to live, and he says that sucks. He walks off, and we skip to later that day. Walking back home, he sees that she's been there waiting for him, but he still doesn't care, so he walks off. She follows behind and tries to start a conversation, but he does not want to talk. He does not care. But soon, they talk a little bit. She tells him that he has to promise not to tell anyone about the disease, because only her parents, and him knows. And right here we get some lore from bro that he has no one to tell. He doesn't have any friends, so she doesn't have to worry. Realizing he has no one to talk to, she says,
Want me to spend the remainder of my short life being friends with you so we can share secrets?
After that, she runs off. The main character thinking they'll never talk again. But a week later, she applied for a position in the library. Now present time. A bit confused, the main character asks why she isn't doing fun stuff before she dies. And she kind of switches the question, asking him the same thing. He could die anytime. And damn, okay, fair enough. She shows him a book, and it's her bucket list of fun things she wants to do. And now he's obligated to help, even though he doesn't want to. Skipping over, we jump to a restaurant, and while they eat, they talk about the main character. And the main character confesses that he really thinks low of himself and doesn't expect much from other people. That's why he's a loner. And she tells him that he should find some friends. Damn, rough one. After that little bucket list trip, while they're walking, they see two guys fighting over some stained clothes. They bumped into the grandma, and she accidentally stained his clothes. As the fight continued, Sakura couldn't take it anymore. She rushed over there to help and kicked the guy in the nuts, running away from the police. Everyone loving it. And we can just tell these two are complete opposites. Nothing alike. After running away from the police, they end up at a cafe, talking for a while. They get each other's numbers. Later, she texts him and thanks him for the day. Back in school, everyone's talking about them, asking why she's hanging out with a guy like that. Like he's a criminal or something. He's just a loner. Jesus. This guy comes up and asks if they're dating. Obviously, our main character says no, and that they're just kind of hanging out. He offers him gum and leaves. Some guy walks in, holding a CD for Sakura, giving it to her. He walks off, and her friends compare him and our MC, saying how that's the guy to date if she wants to date anyone. Not this guy. Oh, not this guy. God, no. Oh, Jesus Christ, not this guy. Come on. And she just says that they're not dating. Later on, Sakura finds him, telling him she found another spot. But he denies. He doesn't want people to make rumors again. Forcing him to go, he accepts, and they head over. As they eat, Sakura questions him about if he's into girls. Ooh, this is about to turn into a romance. But my guy awkwardly changes the subject, and they talk about if he's ever had friends. And he says, not really. He'll rather read a book. What a nerd. She tells him that she recently broke up with her boyfriend, and mid-conversation, her best friend comes over. She saw them both talking and eating food together. She questions him, but she quickly gets pulled out, saying she'll get all the details later. And this girl, specifically Sakura's best friend, she's a hater for no reason. Oh my goodness. What did bro do? We skip over to them at the beach and talking about,
Are you actually going to die?
Sure am.
Cooked! I completely forgot about that. God damn it, I was just having a good time. Don't do this to me, please. And this small detail right here kind of shows that he's starting to care now. And it's the start of every I want to eat your pancreas Mac DeMarco. But that's besides the point. As they continue talking, she talks about how she wants to experience a lot of things like teenage love, amazing summer, all these things. Teenage love, huh? Interesting. We're getting a romance, guys? We're getting a romance? She confesses that she only tells him this stuff because he's not like the other people. He doesn't pretend it's okay and he tells the truth. She feels comfortable around him. That's why she likes hanging out with him. The next day, the same guy comes over, offering the same piece of gum. Probably different, but you know. He asks if they're dating. MC denies. And Sakura's best friend comes over, tells them to continue working. And this absolute look of disgust for no reason. Like, what is he doing?
You see those over there? You see them? Yeah. Right here? They have done absolutely nothing wrong, but they're blue. I've always hated the color blue. You know why? Why? No reason.
Sakura plans on doing something big for the break, so she invites our main character. They hop onto a train. Sakura explains that she has something big planned for the night, and that she lied to her parents saying she was at her best friend's house, because there's no way they would have let her go with a random dude. Writing in her journal, she asks what his name is, his first name. He tells her not to put it down, but still says his name. And guys, I don't know his name. We're not told his name. I'm just not saying MC and, you know, main character for no reason. We just don't know his name. Some jumps, slidey PNGs, and some information about a murder that happened near the city. We get to the hotel where the booking got messed up, and instead of 2 rooms, it's 1 big room now. Now sharing a hotel room, she's in the shower, yelling out for him to grab something from her bag. As he searches the bag, he finds something that freaks him out. After getting out of the shower, they trade spots, and he takes a shower. After getting out, he sees that she brought alcohol and a couple cards. They're gonna play Truth or Dare, alcohol edition. How splendid. It's gonna be a fun time. And hey, when she was talking about having fun time this summer and getting some summer teen romance, I didn't know she was being true, okay? Oh god. Don't make me censor it again. I censored the last video, god damn it. But do not worry, my loser friend shall not fall or be tempted by lust, for he himself does not look for it, or something like that. They play Truth or Dare, how you think it would go with alcohol. A couple rounds later, we're at the last couple rounds. The guy gets Truth or Dare, and he refuses both. But Sakura is stubborn, not wanting to get up, so he does his dare. He picks her up and puts her on the bed. Next round happens, and he loses again. And this time, he gets Truth, and oh god.
If I said that I was actually scared of dying, and I mean terrified, what would you do?
We see what he saw that freaked him out so much. A bunch of pills and needles that keeps her alive on the daily. As he looks at her, he's in this chokehold. He can't think of anything comforting. He can't think of anything at all. He switches his thing to Dare, and he's dared to lay down on the bed to sleep next to her. And so he does. That night, quiet. They fall asleep. The next morning, she gets called by her best friend, saying how she was barely able to convince Sakura's parents to believe her that she was over there. Knowing that she's with the guy, she tells her she wants to know everything that happened. On the train back home, the MC is about to get off. Sakura suggests maybe we should do something on our next break. And instead of protesting like he usually does, our guy agreed, walking off. Confused, Sakura smiles, knowing he's slowly changing. Several days pass, and our main character seemed to be bored. He doesn't know why, until he realized.
And then it hit me. I've been waiting for her to contact me the whole time.
Yep, our boy's more social. Let's go. He's about to get some friends and, you know, have a good life or something. But back in school, Sakura's friend has a couple words for him. And goddamn, it's getting heated. Calm down there. She basically just tells him, are you ready to take care of her? Are you sure you're up to this task? Like, you can be a good friend, but goddamn, you're overprotective. Assaulting and threatening the man. After threatening him, she leaves. In the library, Sakura invites him over to her place, using the excuse that he should read a book that she has that he's never read. And that convinces him to go over. While over, we see them playing games. After a few rounds, the main character questions, why are we playing games? Am I not here for a book? Wanting to get out there quickly, he starts heading for the book, but she stops him, and she brings up the girlfriend thing again, and says,
Am I right in saying you have absolutely no interest in me as a girlfriend?
Okay, well, what is happening here? Completely confused, just like the main character. He went over to get the book, and oh my, whoa, what the hell is happening? What is this? Jesus Christ, what am I witnessing? I don't think I came to the wrong website, right? A couple seconds of this later, she tells him it was just a joke. Haha, bro got trolled. Oh, gee, what is he doing? Randomly, he gets angry, pushing her down, holding her tight. Now, myself, I haven't done any research about this scene, and I don't really want to ruin this scene for me. But the thing is, I don't really understand it. But if you do, please explain. Why did he do this? I have no clue. But now he's mad, and someone get this man off her. Jesus Christ. She pleads and begs for him to get off, but when he doesn't, she starts crying. And after seeing her tears, he snaps back, realizing he screwed up, rushing out, someone calling his name. And the guy questions him, you live here? I know you don't. Accusing him of dating Sakura. Our main character says no and gives him some helpful advice.
Apparently, she doesn't like guys who are too pushy. Her last boyfriend was like that, I guess.
And bang, knocked onto the ground. Jesus, what the hell just happened? Can we get an instant replay on that one? Why would he do this? What just happened? Oh no, this is the ex-boyfriend. Get your crazy ass out of here. She don't want you no more. Soon we see that Sakura ran to catch up with her MC, but all she sees is him on the ground and her ex-boyfriend standing over him. Quickly, she rushes over, going to her main character, asking if he's okay. And the ex-boyfriend crashes out, asking, why this guy? Why not him? And she tells him to leave, so he does. Sakura turns back to her main guy, and he says, why don't you do stuff with people that actually care about you? Just forget about me. It doesn't matter anymore. But she can't. She doesn't want to. It was all coincidence, all an accident. That it should have never been a thing, he says. But she argues back, saying it was fate. No matter what, something drove them together. That was supposed to happen. She can't let this go. Telling him that she's happy that he's here, that she wants him here, and hoping he can stay a bit longer. And he agrees. They both apologize and head inside, getting cleaned up. And guys, you don't know how good this scene is. If this movie review does anything, and you do want to watch this movie, go watch this movie. You will not regret this scene. And I'm not saying this is the best scene in the movie, but it's a great one. As time passed, they continued doing stuff on her bucket list. But one day, she was hospitalized. After it happened, he finally realized all this is real. She might actually die. Well, she will eventually, but he was just having too much fun and never clicked. Visiting her in the hospital, they play some cards, but not like crazy like last time. A bit more of a serious topic. When they get a truth, he asks her, what do you think the meaning of life is? What do you think life is? And I won't put this clip up here. You want to watch the movie, you watch the movie. But it's another good clip. He thanks her for everything she's done and everything she's shown him. And when they hug, he says,
You seem a little off today. Are you alright?
Everything's fine.
No, please don't do this, please. Before anything else could happen, Sakura's friend interrupts them, quickly getting all over her. She hugs her down, letting the main character escape. Later, we see Sakura and her mother talking. As they talk, Sakura asks her mother for a favor. The main character explains that he had this weird feeling because Sakura had to stay another 2 weeks in the hospital, and it freaked him out. So he immediately went to go talk to her after those 2 weeks. When he went to go visit, Sakura wants to do something, so they sneak out. She leads him to a cliff's edge, and he finally tells her the truth.
Despite the way I look or act when we hang out, I'm worried about you.
Oh, god damn it. And I'm showing so many clips, but there's no way I can't show so many clips with this movie. It's just too good. After that, fireworks shootout, brightening the sky, both witnessing the nightlight. They hug, and before he knew it, she was released from the hospital. On the way to meet him, he finds the gum guy. And this time, he actually gets the gum. His inner monologue telling him that maybe something has changed. Wanting to see Sakura as fast as possible, he chooses the cafe for a meetup spot, waiting there for her. About to send a random message about how he appreciates her and everything, he deletes it, and instead, he types out, I want to eat your pancreas, sending it. Waiting for a long time, sunset finally arrives, and she still hasn't gone there. Bummed out, he goes home. While eating dinner, we overhear the news.
Sakura Yamauchi, bleeding from a deep stab wound in her chest. Ambulance was called to the scene in order to rush her over to a nearby hospital. However, she died shortly after.
No, stab wound? What do you mean stab wound? It was never supposed to end up like this. What are you talking about? Shocked, adrenaline coursing through his veins, he tries to walk upstairs, but falls, and accepts defeat. Finally, getting to where we were before. Her funeral passed 10 days ago, and he could never face his feelings, but now he can. Heading to her home, he knocks on the door. Her mother opens, and we see him praying to her, putting an offering. He talks with her mother, and he explains that he knew about the illness, that she still had time. She shouldn't have died like that. And he tells her that he knows about living with dying. From this news, she brings him to the dinner table, telling him that when Sakura was alive, she asked for one favor, and that one favor was to give the book to him. She knew that our main guy was too cowardly to go to the funeral, but he would show up to the house, and like she predicted, it was true. He opens the book and starts reading. I swear to God, I'm gonna strangle myself right here. Oh my goodness, someone stop this torture. We see that she re-explains events in the story that we already know, talking about him and everything. When he gets finished, he looks to see she has a bunch of letters written to people in her will, but there's one for him, and I wish I could show you this whole clip, but I can't. I don't want to get copyrighted, but this scene just hurts. As he reads the letter for him, we get transported into this little realm where she's at, and she explains that he's the owner of this book. He can either show the people the letters or not. By making him the owner is the way of thanking him for everything he's done. As she flies around, she explains a lot of things. That maybe after a bit, she might have fell in love, but she knew that their connection was deeper than that. It wasn't just love, it was something else. That the main character didn't want her to get close because he knew she was gonna die eventually, and it was all true. She believed him to be a coward, but she still looked up to him. That all these relationships he made is what makes him him. That even if she was nothing special, he found a way to care for her. She'd hoped that maybe one day she could be like him, but he said no, that was wrong. He hoped to be like her. That normal words and phrases weren't for this relationship they had. A deeper meaning was for them. He looks up and asks for her phone. Scrolling through it, he finds his message. She saw it before she died.
I want to eat your pancreas.
Right there, everything finally builds up. Every single piece he was holding on, all those days, all those memories, finally came collapsing, breaking under him. Asking for permission,
Do you mind if I go ahead and cry?
everything in that moment finally hit him. All the fun times, knowing she was gonna die, believing it was all a coincidence. No, now he knows everything he did was fate. Every single thing he did was to meet her. It wasn't just a coincidence that they met. It was a purpose, and now he knows. For the last time, he thanks Sakura for everything she's done and shown him. Now this, obviously, is the best scene in the movie. No doubt about it, 110%. And if you think otherwise, then, you know, that's your opinion. Is my opinion about the best scene overrated? Sure, but it's the best one. May I cry now? After crying, he apologizes, and we get a name drop. And this name isn't just a random name. it as meaning. It means spring tree and Sakura meant blossom, showing the connection between spring and the blossom trees and the short connection they have together. It's great symbolization. As he walks away, we get some of the cover art. Okay, you know, looking majestical as ever. And we all just cried from that scene. I know we did. Maybe not from this video, but if you watch the movie, we all did. Come on, no need to lie. We see that he meets up with Sakura's best friend and he shows her the book, blaming him for never telling her of Sakura's illness. Stormy off, she said she'll never forgive him. After a moment's hesitation, he clearly thinks of what Sakura told him and everything she did for him. So he runs over, asking her to be friends. And I mean, hell yeah, he's changed. After all that, he's finally got a friend and he's trying to improve his life. End credits. But wait, there's still more. This movie does have an end credit and it's very canon to this movie, so let's get to it. A year passed and we see them praying to Sakura, our main character telling her how much she's changed. And we get some lore drop that her friend and Gum Guy are actually dating, or at least going to date. And as he walks away, a single blossom leaf falls down. Looking back, he looks at the grave and smiles, saying that Sakura's waiting for him. Going ahead, he walks off, showing that eventually they'll meet up again. But for now, he's bettering his life, just like how she taught him. And goddamn, oh my goodness, that is an amazing movie. Does not fail to make me cry. That is for sure. Great and amazing movie. I almost teared up at that last line right there. And you don't understand. One day I was in Barnes & Noble's, saw I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It was the full edition, and you know, it seemed worth the money. So I picked it up, read it in school over a period of a week. Yes, I do read pretty slow, okay? That's my bad. And I was in the middle of lunch, where I low-key almost started crying. But I couldn't, okay? It was school. But that weekend when I watched the movie, I did in fact cry 2 times. First, when she showed up in that world, and second, when he started crying. This movie's just amazing. I do recommend this. So for this anime movie that's most definitely not fall themed, and doesn't really make sense for the calendar I put up, I give it a 9.7 out of 10. Our first ever amazing in this series. A rare one to catch, but it's finally different. Hey, future me here. I just want to say, I do want to show off my physical copy, but right now I can't. So the next future me will either decide to upload it without it or with. Thank you. Alrighty, I did get back fast enough to show the pages and flip through stuff. You know, I'm just such a busy guy and all. No, I have no friends. Anyways, so as a normal manga, you start from right to left, and then you read from there. And after reading a bit, I actually realized I do understand the scene where he pins her down, and it actually makes sense. Here's some images. The anime itself doesn't really explain much, but the manga really does. And the part where he reads the letter for him is pretty different, especially the part where she says, I'm gonna answer that question, the one that, you know, he assumes of people, and she says, I want it to be you. And I feel like that part in the manga in general is just way sadder than the movie. That's just my opinion, but I would say so. And then the part he says, would it be okay if I cried now? Like, damn, this is a hard book to read. But yeah, I was introduced to the manga first and the movie. I wish I had the DVD, but I don't. And I probably will show off DVDs that I have of movies and stuff just in the video. I think it's just nice to show, especially because I collect movies and then do movie reviews, so you know, hopefully this video clip isn't too bad. I was kind of rushed, but it seems like I'm always rushed, so can't do much about that. Hopefully I'm not rushed in my next one, but I can only hope. But with that, let's get to our regular program. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. First anime movie, most definitely not gonna be the last, but like I said, I do recommend this movie. Thank you for watching. Recommend a movie for me, and if you tell me how you felt in it, I'll probably put you in that movie review. But now that's finally hitting October soon, I will make sure the next one is spooky themed. Do not worry, that will be horror themes, or at least autumn, fall themes, something like that. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, it's getting October soon. You guys doing anything for Halloween? Dressing up or something? I probably won't, but it's spooky time. Talking about spookiness, I think winter spookiness is a lot better. Christmas horror, that's where it's at. It's really good. Side note, I recently got into guitar, and it's not going easy, so any tips, anyone, please? I have also been working on some other gaming channels, one with me and Jeremy, and then just one with myself. I'll be talking about that probably in the next movie review and a random community post. Hopefully you guys liked and enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Further ado, if you want any more movies, specifically anime movies, I mean, those are really good, tell me in the comments below. And my last video, Coraline, got to 300 something, almost 400 views, which is crazy. So I appreciate you guys a lot, and thank you. And if this seems a little rushed, I did have less time this week to make the movie review. I had to set up a desk and then had other things to do, so sorry about that. Hopefully have more time on my next one, but for now, I think it's good enough. Anyways, that'll be it for me today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.